Hello, this is Ron with Rising Sun Properties. Today we're going to Nagano and the Nakano area. I went out there and viewed a few properties, so I'll be uploading this one and a couple more on the way. So if you're interested in skiing, going to the mountains, these are homes that you can consider. This kind was right down the area. It's a home center, just right down the road from where this home is. It's kind of on top of a hill. Not a bad home overall for the price. Is kind of conflicted, and I'll explain why during our tour. There's car parking here. Nice quiet neighborhood. You definitely will need a car to get there because it's a bit uphill, a bit too far to walk, I'd say. But you can see people are living here, and it's a nice little neighborhood. Here's the car park. As you can see, a Outback will fit in there, so there's plenty of room. And here's the look from the front. 15.8 million yen, that's about 110,000. It's a wooden home built in 1994, 2 SDK, 95 square meters with 343 square meters total, and about 1.2 kilometers from the nearest station. So the S stands for storage, and the layout is a bit awkward. As you'll see inside, it looks like no one's lived here for a while, so it definitely needs some maintenance, some upkeep. The gutters, as you'll see, are they're kind of falling off and not really on the property all the way across. But it does have some charm. It's got a yard area here. You can see the shutters are shut up right there, and that big bowl in front. You can see some of the guttering there that has been fallen off and pushed to the side. And a nice bit of a yard here with some privacy from the neighbors. Didn't see too much as far as water damage goes, but it is an older home, so we definitely would need an inspection. You see the guttering there, it's kind of just coming apart. There's the property line looking down the other side of the house. And right there, that's obviously something you would need to take care of. Not a big deal, it's just the guttering. See maybe a bit of some water damage there, but that's just the eaves coming down, so not part of the main roofing area. And here's a look going inside. Not sure what that would be used for, umbrella holder or something. Here's the Genkan when you first walk in. And overall had a pretty good feel to it. No weird smells or didn't feel strange, anything like that. This, I believe, like a lot of these homes that are out here and in the Shizuoka area, they're basically second homes that are used from the past, and they're just not using them any longer. Some people are living here full time, but this was a vacation home. Here's the tatami room, and basically the only room in the home. So if you're looking for a multi-room home, this isn't a good one to consider. I asked the guy if you could rebuild. There are support beams right there on the corners that you would not be able to take out, but you might be able to take out the walls and build a couple rooms there. So there's a sink. It's used for tea. Actually, if you saw that small square area on the tatami, that's where the tea would be. I've never used it or have seen it used, so I'm not exactly sure about the details, to be completely honest. Here's a look out towards the front. I guess that was before we got the shutters open. Through the doorway into the shower area. Taking a look down the hallway. Here's a sink with the toilet, just one toilet in the home. Little vanity area. See, it's a bit dated, could use upgrading, but as is, I think it would be fine living in. So if you wanted to move in immediately and live there, it's completely fine. Do renovations along the way. It's not like you need to renovate before you move in. There's a washlet, toilet. There's a vent on the wall there. This is what the S would be. So sometimes you see, in Japan it'll be like 3 LDK. That means 3 rooms, living room, dining room, and kitchen. And sometimes you see an S, not very often, but this is the S, which stands for storage. See, they have the futons and things stored in the closet. Look down the hallway and a peek underneath, just to look at the foundation. It's concrete on this wood. It's kind of hard to see, but it didn't look too bad to me, to be honest. So I didn't see a lot of termite damage or wood rot, anything like that. So that's a good sign. Anytime I see that opportunity to look underneath, I certainly do. Down the hallway, here is the shower with your laundry area. So there's the baby pink. So this could probably, might want to upgrade it, but again, as is, it's functioning just fine. Some nice windows looking outside, not too much of a view, but it's kind of nice. They have this interesting wall here. It looks like a big ancient door. It doesn't really do anything or go anywhere. Walking down the hallway, another look towards the entranceway, the Genkan. A window looking outside. Some aesthetics there. Japanese feel. And there that is. Not really sure what that's all about, but there it is. And going into the living room. So this would be the living room and dining room. High ceilings, aircon there needs to be replaced. But pretty spacious, and there's some cracks there, but I don't think that's foundational or anything. Again, I'm not an expert, but I've seen a lot of homes. Of course, we always recommend getting an inspection, which we can help to arrange. There's the doorways, pretty typical height. Again, I'm about 181 centimeters, 6 foot tall. I always say these in the videos I make, but all this stuff in the home doesn't really, I don't really know what would happen to it. That's all negotiated. Sometimes they're willing to take it out. Sometimes we can negotiate the price down to cover the cost. Sometimes it's just sold as is. So you need to take care of all this stuff yourself, which is something to keep in mind. And here's the dining area. It's pretty cool. This oval area with some seating around and plenty of room to have dinner with the family. Small TV in the corner, so you can kind of get a feel for what it might look like if you had to set up yourself. All the doors were shutting properly, so didn't feel like there was too much of a lean to the home. Here's the kitchen. Again, a bit dated, something you might want to renovate and upgrade, but as is, seems to be just fine. This is propane, I believe, which most of these homes out here are. Not a big deal. Not that much more expensive than city gas, and the guy just comes out and fills it up when needed, so, easily manageable, and you really don't even notice it. 3 burners, typical Japanese stove, and some storage off to the side. Again, sliding doors seem to be opening and closing properly. I thought there was a problem with that, but I found out later there was just something blocking it outside. Right there, that piece of wood, it was just kind of getting it stuck, so I moved it and it was moving fine. It was just getting hung up on that piece of wood. See if I can figure out the blinds here. Anyways, I think, yeah, they pull up. It's kind of strange, but old school, that would probably be the first thing I got rid of. But anyways, here's a look towards the front, out the street. Again, you can see people are living there. It's a decent home to consider, especially for the price, location. They said the streets do get maintained during snow season, so if you're looking for a ski home in the winter, this is a good option. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for a couple more in the same area here in Nakano.